Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A little update on Ukraine. First, the Russians launched another, I don't want to say massive, but moderate drone attack on Ukraine. The Ukrainians destroyed them all. The Ukrainians attacked military facilities in Leningrad Oblast or region and Rostov regions. I'm going to show you where that is. Leningrad used to be St. Petersburg, just so you know. Military facilities. I'm going to show you maps. And then the last piece of information that I have here is for the baboons that are watching mostly the operatives in the Western media. Yes, the Ukrainians are also hitting civilians in Russia. And I know. The Russians are lying and all that. But hey, let me share with you this. I don't like this. A little bit better. Why you have this like half-half? All right. So for the baboons who think that only the Russians are committing these kind of things, sorry to break the news, we have a war over there, which is both sides. Now, the only thing that is different is certainly the quantity of destruction, the numbers. Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian air defenses destroyed 33 Russian drones in 11 oblasts overnight. So what? 3 drone and oblast? That's embarrassing. All right, let's see. Russian forces attacked Ukraine with 72 Shahed type loitering munitions and various types of decoy drones on the night of 9 to 10 January. Ukrainian air defense units have destroyed 33, while further 34 Russian decoys drones disappeared from radar. So this is what, 67, with one changed the course and heading towards Russia. So we got what, 2 or 4 that did something, according to these guys. Let's see where they were launched from and what they attacked. The Air Force Commander reports that Russia's forces launched the drone from areas of Russian cities of Milerovo, Oriol, Bryansk, and Primorsko-Akhtarsk. Ram pam pam. Map of Ukraine. Bryansk right here. Oriol right here. Right? And then we have Milerovo right here. This is Milerovo area. And then you have Primorsko-Akhtarsk in the south over the Sea of Azov right here. Pam pam pam. So was it there Kursk as well or not? No Kursk. So they attacked from northeast a little bit, then definitely east, and then definitely southeast or south, how you want to look at it. All right. Ukrainian air defenses shot down 33 Russian drones in overnight attack. Let's see the 11 oblast, shall we? This is Poltava, Sumy, Kharkiv, Cherkasy, Chernihiv, Kiev, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, Khmelnytsky, Vinnytsia, and Kherson Oblast. Nothing further than Khmelnytsky and Vinnytsia. This is where they did. They didn't attack the Polish side of Ukraine. But the rest of this, with 2 drones, I mean, as an average. This is what the Ukrainians did, my friends. Ukrinform. Ukraine's air raid targets Russian defense industry, only defense industry, facilities disguised as civil factories. So these guys can blow up a children school bus and say that was disguised as a children's school bus, and they were actually the Russian military. Ooh, the best nuts are over there. Can you verify? No, you can't. I mean, maybe, but it's going to take you some time. So, but when the Russians are hitting something, no. Those kindergartens and those facilities are not having any Ukrainian militaries in it. It's just children playing ball. They all lie, my friends. That's my point on this one. So they say Ukraine attacks disguised defense industry facilities in Russia's Rostov and Leningrad regions. So if disguised, let me show you where those guys are. So we're going to go back to the map. Rostov is right on this area. This is Rostov-on-Don. Rostov is this area. So some facilities here. And the other one is right in the north. This is Belarus, right? This is Estonia. Estonia is right here. You don't see, but the tip. This is Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia is over there. So don't worry. Boom. This is the Leningrad. So this is no, Norway right here, Finland right here, Sweden right here. This is Estonia right here. This is Estonia, and then you have Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. This is Belarus, this is Ukraine. I'm going to show you another map. So this is where he attacked by Leningrad, which was St. Petersburg, in this area. So this is Ukraine. So they attacked in Rostov, which is this area where my strong hand is, right there, in this Rostov, and then right here in this area where they disguised, man, they disguised those military facilities. Okay, and let's see. Sputnik. 2 killed from Ukraine HIMARS strike on civilians in Donetsk. So the American provided weapons paid by you that make you responsible for something, I guess, and me, forcefully taken the taxes, donated or given and I think operated by the American troops in Ukraine, according to the Russians, killed 2 in civilians in Donetsk. 2 people have been killed and 2 more have been injured as a result of a Ukrainian HIMARS missile strike on civilian infrastructure in Donetsk, the Russian Investigative Committee said on Friday. You know what's interesting? That not interesting, it's revealing clearly. You hear the Russians almost always, like the Ukrainians, almost always destroying all the incoming missiles. And only the debris fall and they kill. They never had direct strikes, rarely, or hits, rarely. Both sides. Why? Because they're lying. Who hit those guys? I don't know. But think about it. The Russians say I would say, American-operated HIMARS from Ukraine destroyed, killed 2 Russians. Civilians. But the other guys attacked a disguised facility, military facilities, 2 of them in Rostov Oblast and in Leningrad region. Who do you trust? None of these guys. But I picked this last article just to show you, if you believe it, and I believe it, it's a war. And they target like, do you think that, oh my God, how many people over there, one civilian, okay, don't hit the target. I mean, look what's going on in the Middle East, to be vague due to YouTube and Zuckerberg. He's not with YouTube, isn't he? No, I don't think so. No. So it's Eichmann, other guys are with YouTube. It sucks and all this. So in the Middle East, these guys, remember that successful walkie-talkie and pager attack by the Israelis. They killed civilians and say, well, we'll kill some Hezbollah too. Hezbollah will kill Hezbollah, blah, blah, blah. How many civilians? Promised land. Shut the fuck up. We're the victims here in self-defense. So the same here, guys. Civilians are, as the Americans said, first time when I heard it, they said collateral damage. When I heard that, it was in Yugoslavia in 1999, when the criminal, I would say Bill Clinton, because it was an illegal war and bombardment of Yugoslavia by the criminals that attacked it. NATO was not attacked. They attacked to keep peace, preemptive punch. Oh, because it was a genocide over there. Okay, go and see if United Nations report found that to be true. I don't know, just go and look for it, all right? Were crimes over there? Yeah. One-sided? I don't think so. Why? We're human. If you think Hollywood tells us so all the time that some group is perfect, the other one is evil and irrational, that's Hollywood, and it's owned by the same perpetual victims. So, my friends, crimes occur left and right. Collateral damage. When these guys hit the what was that? The Chinese embassy in Belgrade, and not only, when they hit those buses. Remember those buses? You don't know anything about the buses, the children buses in Yugoslavia? I bet you don't. Do you know about those weddings in Afghanistan? The American smart bombs blew up. Remember weddings? People having parties, drinking, and all that. Collateral damage. My bad. What if that happens to their relatives? Do you think they will think the same way? Collateral damage. War is fucked up, and we are what we are. We show what we are during war. It's hard. It's not that. It's hard to maintain a moral stance and virtuous stance. It's hard to follow your principles. That's why when this guy said, well, you should have used your morality and your ethics and whatever you... During the Second World War, when the guy said, I just followed orders. He said, well, no. You can't use that. You have to use, it's your right to refuse to follow an order if you think that it runs against your moral. Was it the same thing with the COVID masks and the mandates? Hey, my moral code said no. You got fucking fired, man. They didn't give a shit. So when they tell me, doesn't work, that you should have used, hey, Nazi evil generals, you should have used your moral code, okay, and you should have refused the order. How about the guys who were fired because of COVID mandates? And they were the bad guys, remember? Because they were endangering the common good, us. Oh my God. Make me vomit. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.